Okay, hey guys. So, I just finished watching the Snyder Cut, all 4 hours and 2 minutes of it, and I just wanted to give you my real quick, off-the-cuff reaction / review of it, okay? So, let me get you up to speed about how I feel about the DCU so far. I thought Man of Steel was just okay. I absolutely hate BVS. I can feel some of you clicking right off. I think Suicide Squad is a piece of garbage. I really like Wonder Woman. I think that Justice League is average at best. The theatrical cut is average at best. Aquaman, I really like, but I feel like it's a guilty pleasure. But I had a lot of fun watching Aquaman. Shazam is legitimately great. Shazam is legitimately great. The best one. And Birds of Prey, I will say that one is... It's a good movie. It has some pacing issues, and the entirety of it has some pacing issues. But I also like that one. So, my reactions for Zack Snyder's Justice League. I liked it. I have issues, but I liked it. I'm going to say this. It's not... I don't think it's like a cinematic masterpiece, but I had fun. I legitimately had fun. I'm glad I sat down and watched all 4 hours. Though, I don't think it needs to be 4 hours long. Like, there's a lot of slow-mo in the first half, and a lot of just holding on scenes too long. Like when Batman goes to visit Aquaman at that as that Icelandic village, and then the scene of Aquaman going into the ocean, and Batman walking away. Okay, cool. So you're like, that's where the scene will end. But no, it keeps going for a little while as the people of the village sing a song in their language, and then this woman goes and she picks up Aquaman's sweater, and then she gives it a big old sniff, just a big old sniff, really getting her nose in there, and then sings a bit more. And I'm like, oh, we're still going with this. This is how we're gonna get to 4 hours. Some scenes I felt like held a bit too long, but I'm going to say it. Outside of the action sequences, this first 3 hours, I felt like was kind of a bit boring. I'm gonna be honest. But the action sequences were legitimately great. I felt like Zack Snyder's directorial tact, the color grading being improved, since it was actually the color grading it was meant to be, the color grading that these costumes and this environment and all of it was designed to be in, and the CGI being legitimately great here. I felt like it all worked to make the action sequences great. Like that first action sequence with the Themyscirans defending the mother box. Chef's kiss. I felt like I wish that could have gone on a bit more, actually. Here I am complaining about some scenes felt like they went on a bit too long. I wish that Amazon action sequence went on a bit longer. I wish I got to see Steppenwolf fight that entire encroaching Amazonian army. That scene where Wonder Woman is defending the bank, I like that. That was a cool scene. She went pretty hard on those bank robbers. They are no longer on this plane of existence. There's nothing left to bury. But you know what? That was cool too. The tunnel sequence where the League kind of comes together to fight Steppenwolf on Stryker's Island. I like that too. Watching all of the characters use their abilities. I like how you use Flash's super speed in this movie. That's really cool. I think that the best part of that fight scene is definitely Wonder Woman versus Steppenwolf. Got some really cool choreography and you can really feel the hit. There's a lot of impact there. I think that Steppenwolf is overall far better designed here. Far better designed. Like, I really do like his costume. I really do like his armor. The way it, like, grows and it shimmers. And sometimes it has this, like, purple-ish color reflected onto the armor. And I like how it kind of felt alive. I really like that. That was really cool. Not still in love with Steppenwolf as a villain, but I think he was overall better. Like, I understood what he was going for. He was trying to redeem himself. He had failed, from what I could gather, he had failed Darkseid at some nebulous point in the past, and now he's trying to get the mother boxes so that he can redeem himself in Darkseid's eyes and get the anti-life equation for him, and so they can conquer Earth. And so, I got him this time around. This time around, I got him. That scene where Darkseid is fighting the Amazonians and the Pantheon and the Atlanteans and the world and the armies of man. Sweet. That was so sweet. That was so sweet. Especially Ares nearly killing Darkseid there. Like, when I opened up this movie on the HBO Max app, I saw David Thewlis in the credits, and I was like, what are we doing here? But then, when we got to his scene, he made the most out of that. He made the most. But circling back to the Amazon sequence, those Amazons were riding on horseback. My goodness. If they had lived, I would have given those Amazons a promotion, because they were putting in the work to get that mother box away from Steppenwolf. They were putting in the work. Everyone on that battlefield, except for the armies of man, were putting in the work to fight Darkseid. I do love that for a second, the lantern ring, after Darkseid killed that Green Lantern, the lantern ring for a second kind of seemed like it was like, should I go with Darkseid? I mean, he clearly has a lot of will. Should I? And then, no, I think that's a bad idea. Bye. Seriously, for a second there, it felt like it was going to choose Darkseid as the next Green Lantern. That was a fun bit. The scene where we resurrect Superman, they actually were in Superman, I feel like that is legitimately where the film, outside of the action sequences, where the film comes alive. In that final hour, the film comes alive. And it is electrifying. Superman's fight against the League. Oh, I like that. Showing how much work they are all putting into trying to stop him, and just how strong he is. I like that. You know, I like that we took out. I do wish that we had a little bit of comedy to spice up these characters a bit, because in some cases they did feel a bit dry, but taking out a lot of the comedy from the Joss Whedon cut, I think did help this movie. I think it did. I do wish we had left a little bit of it in, so that the characters could feel a bit dry, but I understand why. Taking a lot of it out really helped. Taking out, do you bleed? You will. I was expecting that to be in there. I was joking about that being in there, and when it was out, I was like, okay, yeah, I can dig that. The scene on the farm where Clark is like out in the field and he's talking to Lois about the ring, and his mom comes up. I felt that was watching that play out. That was really sweet. the Justice League going to Russia to fight Steppenwolf. That was a beautiful action sequence. Like, when they were all fighting Steppenwolf there, I was cheering. I was legitimately cheering. When that parademon shot Flash, I was cheering for that parademon. Putting in the work. I was cheering for him. When it looked like all was lost, and Steppenwolf was about to kill Cyborg, was about to just slice him in half, then Superman came in, and he's like, not impressed. Oh, give me more of that, please. Give me more of that. Honestly. And then when it looks like all is lost, and when Darkseid's portal opens up, when they're fighting, oh my goodness, the choreography, the teamwork, the combo moves, the portal opening up, and then all is lost because Flash has been taken out, he's been shot, and then the mother box, and then the Unity forms, and we are just, and everything explodes, and everyone dies, and then Flash goes into Flash time, and he's gonna go near the speed, he goes past the speed of light, and he reverses everything, and he gives Victor that charge, and they are able to, and him and Victor and Superman are able to take apart the mother boxes, and then they tag team Steppenwolf one more time. Aquaman stabs him through the chest, and Superman punches him, and then Wonder Woman slices off his head, and we knock his decapitated body and his head straight into Darkseid's throne room. And it's just like a message: hey man, that's our move. Your move next. What you got? The first 3 hours of this movie, outside of the action scenes, I felt like it was kind of weirdly paced. It felt kind of like watching an entire season of television shortened into just a few hours, and some of the scene placements were weird, especially Barry and Victor scenes. And I wasn't really in love with Ezra Miller in these first couple of hours, especially in scenes where where Barry's kind of being a creep. Like, I was a bit creeped out by him and his action sequences where he was saving Iris, and in that scene where they're digging up Clark's grave, and he's like, hey Victor, hey Cyborg, you think Wonder Woman would go for me? You think she likes younger guys? I was a bit creeped out there, but like in this scene, in the final action sequence where he reverses time, and he's like, hey dad, no matter what happens, remember, your son was one of the best of the best. Oh, I felt that. I felt that. I'm also so happy that they kept Aquaman surfing through the building. I wish they had allowed him to keep more of his frat boy energy that he had in the Joss Whedon cut. But you know what? I'll take that, my man. I'll take that surf through the building. I'll take that hair flip. I'll take it. I'll take it. And then we got to the epilogues. And it was one more thing. Circling back to the fight at Star Labs after they resurrected Superman. Your boy Silas Stone died for nothing. He died for nothing. I want you to know that. He didn't need to die. He did not need to die because Steppenwolf just got the mother box anyway. But good on him for actually grabbing the mother box and not just leaving it on that car. Good on him. Good on you, Silas. Good on you. But you died for nothing. But you know what? At the end, when we got to the end of the movie, I was like, and we got to the epilogue, I was like, I think I had a good time. I think I enjoyed this. But I do feel like Barry's kind of character arc about like living for the future and creating his own future. I feel like the end point of that character arc, where he has a job at a crime lab, felt a bit unearned. Cyborg kind of moving on from his anger and patching up and like kind of patching up his relationship with his father. I felt like that was a bit unearned. And like, yeah, some of the character arc stuff I feel like is unearned. But the epilogue, despite that, still left me feeling good. And then we get to the end credit scene with Luther. Well, we get to what should be end credit scenes. It's weird that these are before the credits, because the movie has ended. The movie has ended, guys. As soon as Superman takes off his suit and he flies up. Oh, by the way, that black suit. Oh, that was good. That was a good black suit Superman. So anyway, when Superman's flying up, that's the end of the movie. And then for some reason, we have our post-credits before the movie. Before the end credits. Before the credits. We have our first post-credit. We've already seen this in the theatrical cut, but Lex and Deathstroke are forming their own league. They're forming their own league. Okay, they're forming their Legion of Doom, and Lex tells Deathstroke that Batman is Bruce Wayne. Boy, I really hope that this is a movie that we get to make that exists. I hope that's a movie that actually gets to exist. Because it'd be a real shame if we just teased this, and this was the end of the Zack Snyder universe, and that we never get that next chapter of that. But throughout the movie, there comes a point in the movie when we get to part 5, and I was like, I remember reading somewhere that we end on a cliffhanger. And we saw Cyborg got a bit of a flash of the apocalyptic future, and I enjoyed that bit of a flash, but that was a moment where I realized that cliffhanger is going to be not only that apocalyptic future, but it's going to be that Joker scene. It's going to be that. It's going to be that. And there we were, and let me tell you, I dig that scene. I legit dig it. I thought I was going to be mad. But I dig it. I really dig it. I'm glad that Joker did not say, "We live in a society," because that was dumb. I'm glad we have a bit of confirmation that Joker did unequivocally, legitimately murder Robin. We have that unequivocally confirmed. The little team that Batman's formed at the end of the world, that's cool. Evil Superman. Before this movie started, I would have said I don't like that concept. We got here and I was like, okay, we can work with this. And then the movie ends and I'm like, I really hope we get this movie. I really hope we get that movie. Because I kind of want to... I'm not really a fan of Zack Snyder's directorial style. But I kind of want to see that post-apocalyptic Justice League. Okay.